Welcome, truth seekers, to a story of chaos, power, and a city pushed to the brink. Los Angeles, June 2025. A powder keg ignited by sweeping immigration raids, sparking protests that spiraled into riots. Buildings defaced, cars ablaze, freeways blocked, and lives upended. Who's behind this unrest? What's the real cost? And how will it shape America's future? This is no sensational headline. It's a deep dive into the facts, the figures, and the fallout. From ICE's crackdown to Trump's National Guard, we're peeling back the layers with proof you can verify. Subscribe, hit that bell, and let's uncover the truth together. It all started on June 6, 2025, when ICE agents stormed workplaces across Los Angeles. Clothing warehouses, Home Depot parking lots, even a donut shop. Their mission? Arrest undocumented immigrants under President Donald Trump's aggressive deportation agenda. ICE reported 118 arrests that day, including 44 at a single job site, with 5 linked to criminal organizations. But these weren't just numbers. These were day laborers, parents, and community members, many from Latino neighborhoods like Paramount and Westlake, where 82% of residents are Hispanic. The raids hit a nerve. Los Angeles, a self-declared sanctuary city since November 2024, has a proud immigrant community. Protests erupted immediately, organized by groups like SEIU and Centro CSO. By evening, thousands rallied at Grand Park, chanting, "Set them free, let them stay," but tensions boiled over. In downtown LA, protesters vandalized a federal building, scrawling "National Guard out of LA." A Telemundo news van was defaced. At the Metropolitan Detention Center, demonstrators threw bottles and concrete, met by police flashbangs and rubber bullets. The catalyst? Anger over ICE's tactics and the arrest of David Huerta, SEIU California president, charged with felony conspiracy for blocking a vehicle. Huerta, injured and hospitalized, became a rallying cry. Senators Adam Schiff and Alex Padilla demanded his release, and he was freed on a $50,000 bond. But the damage was done. Peaceful rallies turned into street clashes. As clashes intensified, President Trump made a bold move. On June 7, he federalized 2,000 California National Guard troops, deploying 300 to LA under Title 10, bypassing Governor Gavin Newsom's authority. By June 9, he upped the ante, activating 700 Marines from Camp Pendleton and announcing another 2,000 Guard troops. Trump called the protests riots and insurrections, vowing law and order on X, claiming Los Angeles would have been obliterated without us. But critics saw political theater. Mayor Karen Bass called the raids chaos provoked by the administration, noting they targeted workplaces, not criminals. Newsom labeled the Guard deployment illegal and immoral, announcing a lawsuit against Trump's executive order. The Economist described Trump's response as fueling a cycle of protest, violence, and repression for political gain, especially after his 2024 campaign promises of mass deportations and military-led crackdowns. By June 8, protesters blocked the 101 freeway, halting traffic. 5 Waymo driverless cars were set ablaze, releasing toxic lithium-ion fumes. The LAPD declared downtown an unlawful assembly, using tear gas and less lethal munitions. A reporter, Lauren Tomasi from Australia's 9 News, was hit by a rubber bullet while covering the unrest. At least 56 arrests were made that day, with 29 on June 7, per LAPD Chief Jim McDonnell. So who's to blame? It's a tangled web. Trump's administration, led by ICE Director Tom Homan, defends the raids as targeting criminal aliens. DHS claims 118 arrests included 5 with criminal ties, but critics argue the raids swept up non-criminals, sowing fear. Posts from conservative accounts like @ReadFirm allege left-wing billionaires and NGOs like Chirla funded the riots, though no hard evidence supports this. Others like @Starboy2079 claim coordinated groups backed by Democrats or foreign actors, but these remain unverified conspiracies. Protesters share responsibility too. While many were peaceful, others turned violent, throwing rocks, setting fires, and looting a sneaker store and gas station. LA County DA Nathan Hochman vowed to prosecute vandals to the fullest extent. But some, like historian Ralph Young, argue police overreach, using tear gas and rubber bullets, escalated tensions, turning protests into chaos. Local leaders face scrutiny as well. Newsom and Bass condemned the violence but criticized Trump's tactics. Bass's refusal to enforce a citywide curfew until June 10 drew criticism from LAPD Chief McDonnell, who called the unrest disgusting. Newsom's lawsuit against the guard deployment, while legally grounded, may prolong political gridlock. The human toll is staggering. Dozens of protesters and officers were injured, including 2 LAPD officers hit by motorcycles on June 8. David Huerta suffered injuries during his arrest. At least 35 Mexican nationals and 2 Indonesians were among the 118 detained, facing deportation. Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum demanded due process, offering legal aid to her citizens. Economic losses are mounting. Vandalized businesses, including a sneaker store and gas station, echo the 1992 LA riots, where 40% of damaged businesses never reopened. The Waymo cars, each worth over $100,000, are a $500,000 loss. Blocked freeways disrupted commerce, and downtown's curfew hurt local shops. No official estimate exists yet, but the 1992 riots cost $1 billion. 2025 could rival that. Communities are shaken. Thomas Folland, a downtown resident, told the LA Times he fears for his safety as a dual citizen. Immigrant families live in terror, avoiding public spaces. The Mexican flag, waved by protesters, was spun by Trump as a foreign invasion, deepening xenophobic divides. The impact is profound. Politically, the riots deepen the red versus blue divide. Trump's base cheers the crackdown, while Democrats like Newsom and Bass rally against authoritarianism. Socially, immigrant communities face heightened fear, and trust in law enforcement erodes. Economically, LA's recovery could take years, especially if businesses flee. For those responsible, accountability looms. Violent protesters face prosecution. Hochman's office has charged 9, including Huerta. ICE's raids continue, with 1,200 arrests nationwide on June 9 alone. Trump's administration faces legal challenges, with California AG Rob Bonta calling the raids manufactured chaos. Long-term policy reform, balancing immigration enforcement with community trust, is critical to prevent another spark. Los Angeles is at a crossroads, a city of immigrants, dreams, and now division. These riots, born from ICE raids and fueled by rage, reveal a nation fractured. Will we heal, or will the flames spread? Share your thoughts below. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more hard-hitting investigations. All sources are linked in the description. Check them yourself. Stay vigilant, and we'll see you next time.